You've just been listening to Deborah Carter, Ticket to Ride. Hope you enjoyed that. Very lucky and very privileged to have in the studio sitting with me the artist, jazz vocalist, Deborah Carter. Welcome.
Thank you, and hello.
Hello, nice to have you here. Is this your first time to Korea?
Well, it almost feels as if it were, because the last time I was here, it was at the end of the 70s, and it was an entirely different city. It's quite big and modern and exciting now.
Well, this is an exciting area to discuss. The end of the 70s, wow. I mean, in my experience in Korea, I came in 2002, and every 5 years it seems to be a new Korea. So we're talking like five or six Koreas ago.
Yes, 5 or 6 Koreas ago then. That's amazing. Yes.
Well, tell me, I'm very curious, what was it like in the 70s? Because it's really hard to imagine it's changed so much.
The buildings were not as tall, and it didn't look as densely populated as it does now. It's just a modern city. It's as if it's an entirely different place.
Believe about 11 million people have moved here. Many people from the countryside continue to move here. And recently, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, Korea passed into the area of 1 million foreigners. So I'm among the 1 million foreigners now living here in Korea. So quite different probably from the 70s. I also understand there were no apartment buildings at that time. I think the first apartment buildings came in maybe late 70s or early 1980s.
Yeah, definitely. The whole the skyline of the city was this skyline, it seems more like it's touching the sky. It
is touching the sky, and we're here near Seoul Tower, which gives you a great view. Hope you have a chance to go up to the top of Seoul Tower while you're here. And you've been here for the week doing a clinic, as a matter of fact. Is that correct?
Yes, it's a summer school in Yeoju, and there are students coming from Indonesia and China and Japan, as well as from Korea, on different instruments, many different instruments, not just classic piano, bass, drum, guitar, but saxophonists and flautists and trombonists and violin and harmonica players, and just a really great group and variation of musicians.
It sounds very exciting, and we were talking before we started the broadcast here about what's it like to be in front of a group of mostly 20-year-olds and what kind of enthusiasm and excitement they can give back. Do you feel doing a master class, it's one way? Is it you giving to the students, or do they give back as well?
There's always something I take home with me, and I always say as well that every clinic or summer school or master class I teach changes me on a cellular level. It just shifts me in an undescribable direction. But the most obvious thing is their motivation. They know that I came from a long distance, and a lot of them have done thorough research on me in internet, Googling, YouTube, my Facebook, MySpace, website, everything. And so they're just looking forward to my sharing music and meeting me.
And that's another interesting tangent. Maybe we can pick up on that, the digital age and how that's affected music and communication. Let's get another song in from Deborah Carter, jazz vocalist. This one is another one by the Beatles, performed by Deborah Carter. It's Fixing a Hole.